A massive row has erupted after India Today report revealed that Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's family was snooped upon by the Nehru government for nearly 2 decades. Now the family members of the great revolutionary have decided to meet PM Narendra Modi in Germany. Modi is currently on the first leg of his 3-nation tour in France. Germany will be his next stop. Netaji's grandnephew Surya Bose is an invitee to a reception at Berlin's Hotel Adlon on Monday, organized by the Indian Embassy. The meeting comes after India Today published declassified files that showed 2 years snooping by the Intelligence Bureau on the Kolkata-based family of nationalist leader between 1948 and 1968. Speaking exclusively to our sister publication Mail Today, Surya Bose said that he would request the Prime Minister to declassify all documents related to Netaji. And Surya Bose, who is the front-runner for the president of Indo-German Chamber of Commerce, claimed that he was also snooped upon by RAW when he spoke at lectures in Germany.
Quite shocked to see the kind of intrusive surveillance that was carried out on not just members of the family, but freedom fighters like my father. And the most disgraceful aspect of this surveillance was that private letters between my father, Dr. Shishir Kumar Bose, and his aunt, Emily, Netaji's wife, were being opened and copied and read. So it's an unacceptable invasion of privacy.
Today we are demanding declassification of Subhash Bose's files. Are we also under surveillance? We would like to know whether members of the present generation of Bose family members, whether we are under surveillance. Well, I don't think we have done anything wrong in life that we should be under surveillance in free India.
Why in the 50s and in the 60s I find that their letters are being opened, copies taken and then sent. I really do not know what they are looking for.
Amidst the row over the snooping of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's family, the Modi government has said that it will look into the demands of declassification of documents on the great freedom fighter. Remember, Modi government had earlier refused to declassify documents or reveal information on Netaji, citing relations with the other countries. Netaji's family members are disappointed by Modi government's reply in Parliament last December on the issue. Minister of State for Home Affairs Haribai Chaudhary has said that declassification was not desirable from the point of view of relations with other countries.
There is enough reason for the government to also look into what has been our demand, what is the social media's demand, and what has come out of this controversy which has come out of this book. I'll certainly pass it on to the government.
And joining me live from the national capital is Deputy Editor of India Today, Sandeep Unnathan. Sandeep, very good morning. Today morning we broke the story on Surya Bose, the grandnephew of Subhash Chandra Bose, on how he also exposes that he was also being spied upon, and till a very late, till 1978 if to be precise, that he also was spied upon other than his family members. Sandeep, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, we've been given to understand that Surya Bose, the grandnephew of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who is a prominent member of the Indo-German community in Germany, is likely to meet the Prime Minister on Monday at a reception organized by the Indian Embassy in Berlin. As you know, the Prime Minister is there to promote the Hanover Messe Trade Fair, which he opens in Germany tomorrow. And Mr. Bose is deeply upset by these revelations. He's not very surprised because he has known of this in the last few months when this was brought to his notice, when these declassified IB documents, which we broke in India Today yesterday. When these documents were brought to his notice, he was deeply upset, as were other members of the Bose family who we've been speaking to since yesterday. And Mr. Suresh Bose now would like the government He would particularly like the Prime Minister to declassify the documents. As you know, there are over 150 confidential and top secret files relating to Netaji Bose, which are still with the government. There are copies of these records with the West Bengal state government as well. So Mr. Bose tells us that declassification of the files is a priority, and in fact other family members have even called for a special investigation team to investigate these findings of these declassified documents.
Right, Sandeep, do you think that these revelations are only the tip of the iceberg? As we just said that PM Modi's government was also not very enthusiastic in revealing all those details. Do you think that after this meet, when Mr. Surya Bose meets Prime Minister in person, he is going to take notice of what he has to say, Mr. Surya Bose has to say?
Well, absolutely, because if you notice, over the last several years, there have been persistent demands to declassify the documents, but the response of the government has been essentially two. That one is that it would lead to law and order problems in all over the country, especially in West Bengal, and two, it would harm our relations with friendly foreign countries, unnamed friendly foreign countries. Now, looking at the revelations, the story that we broke at India Today yesterday, the fact that the family members were under surveillance for over 20 years, I mean, this is very clearly part of those Netaji files. And if you can imagine the impact that it has had today, nearly 50 years after the surveillance was on, you can well imagine what else is there in those files that could, raise doubts on our knowledge of history, as it were.
Deputy Editor, India Today, Sandeep Unnithan, many thanks for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you on this latest expose by India Today.